Don't believe everything you see on the internet, but these are things that I saw today I'm going to look into. Number one, Streamio, maybe a Netflix replacement where you don't have to fight about who's sharing the password or not anyway. Number two, Celtic salt apparently helps you absorb all the minerals in your water. Number three, stick your feet in really hot water. It can relieve a headache or a migraine. If you thought you just had to worry about TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian for your credit report, apparently there's another one. It's called the LexisNexis. You might want to check that out. Lastly, apparently there are lots of scammers on Roblox and they are trying to bribe your children. So not let your kids on Roblox chat rooms unattended. Let me know in the comments what you think an acceptable age to let your children on social media is. My parents let me go wild at like 10 years old, but times have changed. 5 crazy things I just learned. State Farm is increasing their rates over 20% for home and auto. So if you're on auto pay, you might want to double check on that. Did you know the USA Federal Witness Protection Program has a 100% success rate for those who actually follow their guidelines? Who'd have thought? The government can do something right. You may want to think twice about plugging your phone in via USB port in any public location. Apparently hackers can steal your data. This isn't the regular plug, but the USB port. Number 4, apparently kombucha, I don't know if I'm saying that right, is explosive. Do not leave it in your fridge or in your car. Even if there's like chia seeds, it doesn't matter. It can explode and it can harm you. Lastly, if you've invested in a massage gun, you may want to rethink it. Apparently, it can cause more issues than it helps, including vertigo and something I'm probably going to butcher. It's carotid artery dissection. I don't know, basically a stroke. And it can land you in the ER, so be careful back there, guys. I think that's more reason why massages should be covered under my health insurance. What do you think? 5 interesting things that I learned today. Have you seen one of these? If you like to read, you're gonna love having one of these. It's called a light panel. I don't know where you can buy it. I have no idea. This is not an ad. I just have never seen it and I think it's awesome and it makes me want to actually read a book. Having trouble sleeping, try some magnesium. I like it in the form of dates and I really like to mix them into smoothies. They're really good if you've never tried it. There was a really viral video about a girl who used Vaseline to stop her eyes from watering, but if you read the comments, an eye doctor got on there and said, don't do this. Watering eyes just means that your oil glands are clogged, and she said to use a warm compress with a lid massage instead. If you get painful boils in your armpits or in your groin, if I'm saying that right, you can wash it with Head and Shoulders, and that's an effective way to not just treat them, but prevent them. And lastly, 2024 is a leap year. It means we get an extra day in February. Extra day corrects for a misalignment in our calendar and the Earth's journey around the sun. So one more day to work. Yay! 5 crazy things that you might want to know. Number 1, you can disable the feature on Facebook. If everybody's tagging you with the everyone or the highlight feature, save this below. If you haven't figured out a cool way to use AI yet, take a picture of your pantry. You can take that picture, upload it to ChatGPT and say, list all the ingredients that are in my cabinet right now. And then you can create a meal plan out of those items so you don't have to go back to the store. And you can use everything that you have already. AI is so crazy, y'all. Rumor has it that people at the bank say them subpoenas are dropping for people with them PPP and them EIDL loans. So if there was some nefarious activity, watch out. Or have you ever told a little white lie about your current salary so you could get a bigger salary at a job you're hoping to get? Well, it turns out that there is this thing called the work number, and they can look it up. They can look up all your employment history. In fact, a lot of them use it for your background checks. So you can go freeze this. You're going to want to look at this information below, but beware, it can slow down your application process if you're in a background check. And lastly, did you know that it takes 12 bees working their entire life to just make 1 teaspoon of honey? So I feel like we need to respect honey more. That's a delicacy. And here we are thinking caviar, which is snail, is a delicacy. Honey deserves that respect. Hashtag save the bees and follow me. 5 things I just learned. Do not reheat rice. You can only store it in your refrigerator for 1 day. And if you're gonna heat it up, it needs to be like steaming hot and you cannot reheat it again or you can get super sick from rice. Number 2, did you know that perimenopause and menopause are a protected class? So if you're experiencing symptoms of either of these and it affects your work performance, you may have a case. If you think minimum wage is bad, professional cheerleaders are getting paid pennies. Literally $150 per game and not paid for rehearsals at a professional level, allegedly. If this is true, this is insane. This is an elevation map, and this is super interesting. The lowest point in the US is in California in Death Valley, and the highest point is in the Sierra Nevadas. Lastly, if you're annoyed because you're stuck in traffic and you're trying to get somewhere quick, you're not stuck in traffic. You are the traffic. No, but for real, I don't understand traffic. Why can't y'all just drive straight? Come on, it's not that hard.